gentlemen, please welcome Director of the Nissan Research Center, Silicon Valley, Dr. Martin Searhouse.
At Nissan Silicon Valley Research Center, we are working to solve a fundamental challenge. How do we get autonomous and non-autonomous vehicles to peacefully coexist? For most automakers, the focus is on getting the autonomous technology into the vehicles. And that's important, but it won't get into the cars on the road in a way that is safe, seamless, and accepted in today's society. At Nissan, we're thinking about both the vehicle, but also the integration. And we have been thinking about it for a long time. But we've all been hard at work developing the technology to make it possible. Let me tell you a couple of stories to show you what I mean. Here are two pictures that I took on different days, but they each show a similar problem. The picture on the left shows a crew working on electricity for the San Francisco trolleys. And the truck was blocking my path. Even though I couldn't see around the truck, I knew that I had to go left over the double yellow line to get by. The picture on the right also shows a situation where my path was blocked, unexpectedly. Only in this case, the solution required me to go through a red light when waved on by the person directing traffic. As a human driver, these are annoying but simple problems to solve. At most, there would be a few minutes, but for an autonomous vehicle programmed to never cross a double yellow line or go through a red light, you could be waiting for hours or maybe forever. Let me tell you one other story. Once I was working with a vendor who sent me a high-definition map, but it had a big problem. There was a missing piece of road. I laughed at that time, but for an autonomous vehicle that depends on having detailed maps, this would be more than even an inconvenience. These and other stories were the inspiration for creating seamless autonomous mobility, or SAM. It's going to make it possible for autonomous vehicle technology to live up to its full potential. SAM will solve the inevitable challenge of what happens when your path gets blocked by unexpected obstacles, such as road construction, fallen trees, broken down vehicles, or anything else that makes us have to circumvent the normal rules of the road. SAM was developed from NASA technology and tested using a fleet of autonomous vehicles at NASA Ames Research Center in Silicon Valley. Dr. Eugene Tu, NASA Research Center Director, and Dr. Terry Fung, head of the Intelligent Robotics Group at NASA Ames, have been instrumental in developing the NASA technologies that inspired SAM. They are both here with us today, and I want to thank them for being an invaluable partner in advancing Nissan's autonomous system vehicles. Why is NASA technology the perfect inspiration for solving this challenge? Think about the challenges they need to overcome in exploring distant worlds. These places where detailed maps don't exist. There is no road construction on Mars yet, but there are unforeseen boulders, sand traps, and deep craters that the vehicle can get stuck in, and they do. So not only do rovers need to be autonomous, they also need both the technology and human in the loop to help them navigate those obstacles in hostile environments. And the distances are simply too far away to control their rovers in real time. So NASA monitors and supervises autonomous rovers from millions of miles away. NASA technology enables a human-in-the-loop approach, supporting autonomous rovers at a distance. Large amounts of data are communicated back and forth from the rover to Earth and vice versa. But enough of me telling you, let us show you. Here we have Kelsey Sauer. She's a researcher from our Silicon Valley Research Center, and she's playing a mobility manager. We're going to use some actual footage of SAM in action a couple of days ago at NASA Ames Research Center. Let's go to the video. Here we see an autonomous vehicle traveling down the road. Pay no attention to the guy in the front seat. All autonomous vehicles testing must have a safety driver behind the wheel so he can take over if necessary. And when you look at the mobility manager screen, the autonomous vehicle is represented by this blue blip. As the vehicle drives along, just like in real life, it comes across a situation it doesn't recognize. We see it as three guys unloading a rover from a van. Don't you just hate it when they double park those things? But the autonomous vehicle sees it as an obstacle in a place it should not be and does not know what to do. The vehicle automatically sends an alert to the mobility manager, telling her that there is an autonomous vehicle that needs support. The mobility manager clicks on the alert to get a better idea of what's going on. And it opens up a second screen where we have access to the autonomous vehicle's LiDAR, cameras, and other onboard tools. The mobility manager analyzes the situation, sees what the obstacle is, and then paints a new path around the obstacle. The path is created in a way that maintains safety for everyone in the area. Once a safe path has been painted, the mobility manager will send the autonomous vehicle on its way. As this is all happening, other autonomous vehicles in the area are also communicating the same. The system learns and shares the information. Once the solution is found, it's sent to all the other vehicles. Here we can see another vehicle coming down the same road and approaching the same obstacle. The second vehicle alerts the mobility manager of the obstacle. They analyze the situation, see that it hasn't changed, and send the vehicle on the same path. Mobility continues, order in the universe is restored, or at least along this stretch of the road. Thank you, Kelsey. This kind of human-machine, thank you. This kind of human-machine teamwork is developed from NASA's technology to manage interplanetary rovers. For consumers, this will mean a new ecosystem of mobility that is safer and smarter, more efficient and more exciting. We know from studies that one of the biggest hurdles to driverless vehicles is customer acceptance. Many people told us that they would not take over the wheel if the driver's vehicles met an obstacle that couldn't have navigated. So SAM will provide customers with peace of mind, knowing that while their vehicle remains autonomous, people always stay in the loop. And in the meantime, SAM will rapidly accelerate e-commerce for autonomous deliveries to a range of autonomous services that will improve our lives. SAM is not just a luxury, it is a necessity. Show me an autonomous system without a person in the loop, and I'll show you a system that is practically useless. Because even fully autonomous vehicles will not be able to handle every possible situation they encounter. The world is simply too complex. SAM will advance intelligent integration not by years, but by decades.